Good morning and welcome back to another Vlogmas video. This is going to be a weekend vlog. I'm Lisa if you are new to my channel, and I run a creative business at home. I am very stressed this morning. It's Saturday morning. It is the 14th of December and I've worked a very long week. My previous day or week really is linked below if you didn't see that, and I worked from Monday to Friday just over 70 hours. And it's still a working weekend for me. I got up at 6:30 this morning to start my day, and I've been video editing, and I made the mistake of stopping for a coffee. I know I should be able to stop for a coffee, but I'm so behind now. I need to pick Holly, my daughter, up from the station very soon. I needed to go food shopping. That's gonna have to be cancelled out now. I've got to get rid of all my kits. I'm still addressing the last couple of boxes, and we're supposed to be going out with Aid's family for dinner for his nephew's birthday this afternoon, and I just don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. Aid's walking the dog, my house is a tip, and I'm just one big stress bag. So we are about to film a Q&A now. It is, I don't know, 12 o'clock-ish, something like that. Holly's at work now. We've picked her up, spent some time with her, had some toast, and Aid wanted to watch the football, but he's now filming this with me. And I've got today's video uploading, so I finished editing that. So there's loads going on, and we're just going to sit together now and film this video. And it's about Disney, which is why I've got my ears up. By the time this video goes up, the Q&A video would have gone up yesterday, so I'll link it up below for you in case you've missed it. The video is filmed. Aid's going to watch the football. I'm going to have some ruffles. Studio is a mess from kit packing, but I'm going to turn my back on it and edit this video for tomorrow. So that's another job ticked off my list. It's 4 o'clock and we're on our way to Surbiton to go to Aid's family. There's a big family dinner for Aid's nephew. And we're running really, really late. Work has really delayed me today. I've got so stressed out, and I've just been messaging people to cancel plans this week because I've got a really, really busy week planned with work. When do you finish work? Friday? Thursday?
Thursday's my last day.
Oh, that's quite nice. So I'm a bit stressed out at the moment. I feel really guilty as turning up late. Sorry. Good morning. It's Sunday morning.
Good morning.
It is, what's the date? I always forget.
It's
15th of December. I'm not thinking each day how close it is to Christmas because it totally freaks me out. So it's just the 15th of December and it's a Sunday. And that's it.
Christmas isn't till the 55th.
I'm not even thinking. I'm not even going to think when Christmas is.
Away.
Ages. As long as Amazon Prime can still deliver, it's fine. I feel very unorganised. We had a lovely time with your family last night, didn't we?
Yeah, lovely meal.
Really, really nice. I can't believe your nephew's 14. It doesn't seem possible. He seems so little. I had a really nice meal. I really do like it when we go to Surbiton to visit them. I like the little high street. It always feels very Christmassy. Excuse the coffee sound. I always order the same thing when we go there. We go to this restaurant in Surbiton, Allegro's, and the family, your family have been going there for years, haven't they? And I always order the same thing. It's the, I don't know, prawn. It's like a seafood pasta, basically, linguine.
Mussels and prawns.
Linguine marinara or something. It's so good. I love it so much. It's squid and there's prawns and there's mussels. It's just so tasty, and this like creamy tomato white wine sauce. It's really, really good. I didn't take any videos last night, but I did do a little bit of my food because it's so lovely, so I'll insert that here.
I took a picture of mine as well.
Did you?
Interested in what I had?
Aid had liver and onions with mashed potato. You always like it.
Oh. Liver and bacon.
Liver and bacon.
Really nice with mash with
I
seeds.
didn't speak to you about this. I did think about doing some videos there. But I don't feel that I can with your family.
You could do.
They're quite private though, aren't they? I got the camera out to video my food, and Faye instantly said, oh no, don't photograph me. So, and I wasn't planning on photograph the family, but no, they're different to my family though. Do you agree? I always think of your family being very reserved in comparison to my family.
Yeah, I mean, your sister's just different from anyone.
But no, and I know people have asked before about seeing your family on here, but it just doesn't feel right because
maybe sometime.
I don't know. I don't know, it just feels different. But we had a really, really nice time, and we came back here. Holly had just got home, and we watched 4 Christmases with Holly last night. Really getting through our Christmas movies now. It was lovely actually. Some of you started leaving comments about your favourite movies as well, so it's really nice listening or seeing what you like. I also forgot to say in my last video, I chose a name for my little reindeer wax melt thing. I chose Jessica's name, which was Snow. I thought that's a really nice name. There were some really cute ones.
Snow the reindeer.
Snow the reindeer. It's different. I like it. It's cute. I liked it a lot actually. So he's called Snow. Could be a she, I don't know. But I just instantly called him a he. He's called Snow. But thank you for everybody. That was really fun, and thank you to Jessica. But it's Sunday, and I've got loads of work to do today, but I'm trying to take a slower morning. So we've got up, Aid's doing coffee, we're going to catch up on some vlogs, and I'm about to stick a goulash in the slow cooker. You know I love my yellow stickers. Well, I've got another yellow sticker. Aid, we've got like this tiny little Sainsbury's Express thing, local, isn't it? Next door to our post office. It's tiny. Yeah. And we often pick up reduced stuff, and Aid picked up 2 trays of diced beef for £2.09 a pack. So I've frozen one.
I thought we'd put them both in because we're going to have them during the week.
No, I'll make that, I'll use the other one for a stew or something. But I'm going, don't pull that face. I am going to make a goulash. I haven't made goulash for ages. As you know, if you watch my vlogs, I am part German. My nan was German when I grew up in Germany. And so we grew up with German food. And I'm going to make my nan's goulash today. And I haven't made it for ages, so I hope I can remember how to do it. But it's very yummy if I make it right. I've ended up deciding I'm going to go with Aid's idea and do both packs anyway. This is 1 pack, but then I can possibly freeze the other and it's made. You can't just pile it in because you need to brown off the beef that you've got, so I need to do it in 2 individual stages. So I've got the first lot in with a little bit of flour, a little bit of oil and salt and pepper. I want to brown this off. I'm going to take it out and then do the next batch. To say, I really like prepping food in the morning when you're making coffee. I like us both in here when I do it. Yeah, it feels really nice. Oh no, I'm in a hurry now. What you want is the brown at the bottom there. That's all from the flour and the meat. So you get your flavour. And then I've added a little bit more oil with my onions and my garlic, and I'm just going to fry this off a little bit. And then I'm going to start adding some stock. I'm going to add beef stock to this and then keep scraping the bottom as I do that to release it all. Right, so I've just got a little bit of the stock at the moment, and I'm just like releasing the bottom there, as you can see, and it's all coming off nicely now. And I'll keep doing that and adding more water to the stock. I added a little bit more, and as you can see, the gravy now looks really nice and rich. The bottom, which you can't really see, is now clear of all the floury mixture, and I just always remember when my nan making it, just seeing all the bits, you know, like from where the flour, all the like little black bits, the darker bits in the sauce, and she always used to tell me that that's where the flavour came from. So I've done that. I'm not going to add any more stock. Don't forget, I am making a double batch here, but I'm going to pop in the meat, and I'm going to add a couple of tins of chopped tomatoes. Stirring in some paprika as well, and I need to add lots more salt and pepper. And then I'm going to leave this to cook down. I don't remember my nan adding peppers. I think that's maybe more Hungarian, I'm not sure. But I will add some mushrooms, and we haven't got any, so Aid's going to nip to Waitrose when he takes Louis to work, and I'll add some afterwards. But I'm going to add some seasoning and then stick this in the slow cooker stand for a few hours. For Aid to come in, I just thought I'd give you a tiny little glimpse of my German history, just in case anyone's interested. I know I've mentioned it on here before, but ages and ages and ages ago. But my nan was German, originally from Black Forest, but then they moved up to Dusseldorf when, I think maybe when she was a child, something like that. But during the war, they were in Dusseldorf. My grandfather was a Welsh Fusilier. He was a parachuter, and he jumped on D-Day, quite impressive. And they met after the war. He was stationed in Dusseldorf with the clear up and all that. I believe, I was told that my Opa, my great grandfather, was anti-war and anti-Nazis, and he was actually a prisoner of war or taken prisoner of war during the war. that was quite interesting as well. And they met after the war, fell in love, and Nanny moved to England. They originally lived in Wales and then they moved to Oxford. So my dad and his brothers and sisters, they all grew up in Oxford. And we stayed close to the German side of the family. And then my family moved to Germany when I was 13. And we grew up just outside of Dusseldorf, and my great-grandma was still alive, and all my aunts and uncles, my nan was like one of 8 or something, so we grew up really, really close to them. And my sister and myself got put into German schools. My brother was only 18 months old at the time, but my parents actually split up whilst we were over there, so I moved back just before I was 18. But that's my very quick German history. But, that's a little bit of that. Are we going to watch? Whose vlogs are we watching this morning? Spoonful of Sugar?
Yeah, or Eleanor. We'll see. We'll see what's
Eleanor. Tell me your favourite Disney vloggers. I fancy Stollen. Babe, should we go to Lidl later? Do you think it would be busy?
I don't know. I don't have cameras in the shop.
Thanks. I'm really fancying some Stollen.
As long as he's not there long.
Yeah. Anybody else like Stollen? You wanted some Lebkuchen. That would be quite nice. Showered and ready. I'm putting together a really, really quick menu for the week. I haven't actually done my week's planning yet, so I'm kind of doing it a bit backward, but we want to nip to Lidl really quickly. The Stollen has won me. I'm fancying Stollen, and I'm going to do a bit of a weekly shop whilst I'm in there. Just on our way to Lidl with a little shopping list. Dinner smells really good, doesn't it? I can smell it on me. I got a question asked actually in the comments from my recent Vlogmas video about my scarf and my pink hat that I was wearing the other day. This scarf was from a £1 charity shop a couple of years ago. I really like it. It's like a cable knit. And the hat was from Primark, £1 in the summer sale. You know, I'm such a big spender. Funny, we've never actually been here for opening before. We haven't purposely arrived at opening, but we need to be home by 11 to get Louis. It is 9:57 and we can see a queue outside. We have an Aldi on the other side of the road, but we never go in there. We went there once last Christmas, but it doesn't quite feel the same. Feels a very closed store. I feel quite closed in, whereas Lidl feels a bit more open. Let's go and join the queue. Here we are, stood in the queue. Later, and the whole place is full. I think we did good after all going in there at this time. I didn't film in there. It was complete chaos. It was so busy. We did manage to get a till not long after it just opened though, so that wasn't too bad. And I spent £59, but I got some other bits and pieces which I will share with you when we get home. But I think we did really good actually.
Yeah, I think
I didn't expect it to be that busy. I thought it would be quiet. Really nice wreath. I'm so pleased. I was umming and ahhing about having a wreath this year. I see them and they're all quite pricey, and I haven't had a chance to make my own for a few years now. But this was £5.99 and they had lots of different designs, but I like this one. It has a little toadstool, and I got one similar last year, and the ribbon's already there to hang, so I'm going to pop this on my front door. Done. It was in a great big loop, so I've just cut the loop and tied it onto the door. And I think that looks really, really nice. As you walk through the door when we get home, you can smell the goulash. It smells so good.
That smells lovely. I've got a cold.
It's quite runny at the moment though, so I'm going to add some beef stock granules just to thicken it up. Through really quickly what we picked up. I've got 4 pieces of salmon fillets. They're usually £3 something a pack. The boys really like the cooked ham trimmings.
£1.89.
£1.89 is a great grams. Big pack. I'm going to pop some of that in wrap for Louis to take to work in a minute. Louis really likes these. £1.25 chicken goujons. We're out for dinner Wednesday evening. He's not wanting to come with us, so he can do those. And I always pick up the dairy-free margarine, £1.90. This is all my fresh stuff. So cauliflower there. I'm going to do jacket potatoes Tuesday night. I just always buy for the week, and I've already got fruit left in the fridge from this week. And 20p mushrooms. Rice, coconut milk, as I make a lot of curries. I love this Caesar dressing. It's my favourite Caesar dressing. Caster sugar and plain flour, as they're half the price almost in Waitrose. And other supermarkets they're much cheaper than, and I bake loads. I've picked up all this pain au chocolat and croissants for Louis. I've got gravy granules, stock. I've got Stollen, which I've been really fancying. Ground turmeric, And then I want to be playing some games on Christmas Day, so I'm going to talk about that I think in another video. There's a few games that I want to play, so I've bought some biscuits and some things that I want to use. I've also got the nuts. These are $2.99 each a bag. I've got cashews, pecans and almonds for my Christmas nuts. I've got wraps and crumpets and chocolate. And I think that's last year I did a baking video at Christmas. You've got like a no-bake cheesecake. There's my Christmas nuts. There were some cookies and I think something else as well. The Christmas nuts are amazing. They are so good. We now actually get requests from people for them at Christmas time, and they're really, really easy to make. And using the Lidl nuts, it works out so cheap, or not so cheap, but so much cheaper than going and buying nuts elsewhere. But I'll link that video up below if it interests you. It was a really good video and the recipes are really easy to follow. Pop this in with the goulash. I know I wasn't going to originally add red pepper, but I had a small one in the fridge that was going soft and needed using up, and I didn't want to waste it, so it's all going in anyway. That's looking really, really good now. It's a really nice thickness. We're going to do some gift wrapping. Aid set up a gift wrapping station, haven't you, darling?
With snacks.
With Christmas snacks, and we've got wrapping paper, and we're going to do some friends gifts. We've got Stollen and mince pies, we've got coffee, and we're going to put a movie on. It's 3:30, we've walked Poppy, we've been wrapping gifts, and I am about to make some cheese scones to go with dinner. I do have a recipe on my blog, which I've shared before with you, so I'll link that up below if you wanted to go and make them. Got flour, salt, and butter in there mixing away. Do you like my new Mickey grater? I have a problem though. The bottom I don't like. It sticks on really, really hard. It's really difficult to get off. We like really strong cheese. This is our favourite sort of like everyday cheddar that we use, and I do use a lot of it on this recipe. When you grate it, add it to the bowl to mix in. Always keep some just to top each scone before it goes in the oven. I'm just going to add the milk a little bit at a time. It's 200 mils. I've never actually used the mixer to make them before. I've always done them by hand, so I'll be intrigued to see how they come out. And you need to save a little bit of milk at the end to brush over the top before they go in the oven. Time to roll it out onto a floured surface. See the thickness of how they are. The thicker the dough is, the larger the scone. I don't think I've quite done these thick enough today, but I'm just going to continue doing these. And then I've brushed them off with milk and added some grated cheese on top, and they go in the oven on 200 for about 10 minutes. To switch over the tree topper. We haven't been very happy with our tree topper for years, and we can't find a replacement. We didn't like our Mickey one. I need to return the Mickey one to Primark tomorrow, and I found this in the bag. One that Holly made when she was 5, and she's got a little handwritten note in there to us as well. So we're going to switch it over with this. Failed at making scones. I used plain flour by mistake instead of self-raising. That's why they look like this, and they haven't risen. A couple of those were right, but I did make a Mickey one, but they're very, very heavy. So we are home. It's 7:30. We've taken Holly back, and I've just done goulash with the very flat scones that went wrong. They're like little rocks, but they taste nice. Wine. Aid's been on the whiskey. And there's yours. You having a Pepsi with yours now? Oh, you've got your little whiskey on the side. I'm just finishing this vlog now. Thank you so much for watching this weekend. It's time for bed. We're very tired. It's actually been a really, really nice weekend. I hope you've had a lovely weekend as well. This video will be going up on a Monday, and tomorrow I will have another one of my crafty countdown to Christmas videos. And this week, vlog wise, we've got, what are we doing this week? There's Christmas shopping, going out for dinner with friends Wednesday evening. We've got a couple of other friends do's going on. Need to make some Christmas nuts, gift wrapping. I've got some work stuff as well, some creative stuff that needs to be done. So it's a lovely busy week. And you're gonna say goodnight.
Good night.
See you soon. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Take care. Bye.
No, bye.